Hello, I'm Sheriff Kevin Rambosk, and I want to welcome you to On Scene.
Immokalee, Florida, September 13th, 2003. A witness stops a patrol deputy and alerts the deputy to a woman on the ground in a wooded area of Rose Avenue and East Delaware Avenue. The deputy immediately responds to the area and discovers a woman on the ground, deceased. The woman is later identified as 39-year-old Catalina Lechuga of Immokalee. Deputies contact the homicide and crime scene units to respond. A detective meets with the deputy on scene and they begin the investigation by interviewing witnesses. A neighborhood canvass is also conducted. Upon further investigation, detectives discover that the victim had traumatic injuries which led to her death. The death is ruled a homicide.
I'm Detective Thomas Cullen of the Collier County Sheriff's Office Homicide Section. I'm here to talk to you about an investigation of a homicide case that had occurred in Immokalee, Florida on September 13th, 2003. During the course of this investigation, the Sheriff's Office has followed up on multiple leads. We've interviewed witnesses and reviewed all the evidence that was gathered at the scene. A person of interest has been developed through the investigation, but no arrests have been made. The person had several inconsistencies in the statements that he's provided during the interviews with detectives in the past. I believe that someone has information about this case that will lead us to the break that we need to make an arrest. Family members are very concerned about what happened to Catalina Lechuga.
My mom used to work at the Catholic Church at Immokalee, and she used to do housekeeping and cooking for the priest at that time when she was there. She was a very hardworking woman, not only at her job but also at her home, taking care of us, her two daughters, and always smiling and helping people, because she was always a person that cared, not only for her family, but those around her. That's who she was.
During the time, I was only 11, but I still remember her vividly. Every day I remember her. She had this great smile. She was always there for me, and that's one thing I'll never forget about her, that, regardless of whatever situation was going on, she was always positive.
We need your help if you know of anything at all from the moment when this happened. It will really help us close this chapter in our lives.
If anybody has any information about what happened, it would be very helpful for us.
We want justice. We want justice for our mother and want this to be resolved.
If anyone has information about this case, please contact the Collier County Sheriff's Office at 239-252-9300. Thank you.
We know these are stressful times for students, and we are here to help you. If you need to talk to someone, feel free to reach out to your parents, your youth relations deputy, your teacher, your counselor, or a trusted adult. If you see something suspicious or raises a safety concern, please report it immediately. Don't wait. There are several ways you can report this. Telling your youth relations deputy at your school, submitting a tip via P3 Tips app, calling Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-8477. In an emergency, always call 911. It is important to know that if you make a threat, even if you intend it as a joke, it can lead to serious consequences, up to and including arrest and jail time. Your families, your teachers, and school administrators are working together to keep your schools and our community as safe as possible.
Yeah.
More than 10% of the crashes on Collier County roads each year are caused by distracted driving. Help keep our roads safe. When you're behind the wheel, just drive. That's it.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock.
Yeah.
You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
and the world's gonna know your name.
yeah,
'Cause you burn with the brightest flame,
yeah,
and the world's gonna know your name.
yeah.
'Cause you burn with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion.
The Collier County Sheriff Office wants all bicycle riders and drivers to safely share our roads. We also want to remind you that traffic laws are there to protect you and must be abided by motorists and bicycle riders. Here are some safety precautions to help you stay safe on our roads.
Be patient when passing a bicycle rider. Slow down and pass only when it is safe. Do not violate the bicycle rider's right-of-way. Allow a distance of 3 feet when passing a bicycle rider. When exiting a parking lot, always look both ways and yield for bicycle riders or pedestrians that might be crossing. Pay close attention when approaching marked bike lanes. These lanes are for bicycle use only, and motorists may cross the marked bike lane only when making turns, but must also yield to the bicycle rider as they have the right-of-way. Bicycle riders using public roads have the same rights and responsibilities as motorists and are subject to the same rules, regulations, and traffic laws. Bicycle riders must obey all traffic laws, such as stop signs, traffic signals, and posted speed limits. Bicycle riders should be visible and alert. They should communicate their intentions so motorists can see what they are doing. Vehicles waiting at stop signs, driveways, or parking spaces may suddenly pull out in front of you. Watch for vehicles that just passed you and may turn right, as well as vehicles traveling the opposite way that may turn left in front of you. Be prepared to stop or take evasive action.
By following these safety precautions, we can help prevent accidents for both motorists and bicycle riders.
Collier County, Florida has one of the top first responder networks in the country.
EMS consists of 190 paramedics and 55 emergency medical technicians.
In Collier County, there are nearly 450 firefighters, which are also trained EMTs and paramedics. Most fire engines will have a certified paramedic on board to deliver advanced life support care when necessary.
The law enforcement portion of the network has over 700 certified officers that carry AEDs and are trained in first aid. Collier County has 2 911 dispatch centers with 65 full-time 911 telecommunicators.
In Collier County, we receive over 1,000 911 calls a year where a patient is having a cardiac event. Don't delay emergency medical services by calling a relative first. Call 911 because time is of the essence and immediate action must be taken. Bystander chest compressions prior to the arrival of first responders doubles or triples survival. If you are with someone who has become unresponsive, use the no-no-go procedure. No, can you awaken or get patient to respond to you? No, is the patient breathing normally? Go call 911, then start chest compressions. Bystander chest compressions prior to the arrival of first responders doubles or triples survival.
Providing chest compressions will pump life-saving oxygen from the blood to the brain. No two heart attacks are the same. Symptoms can be mild or severe. Don't be fooled if you have an unresponsive patient who is snoring. This is called agonal gasps and is usually a precursor to death without immediate action. Get the patient on the floor and remove any pillows. Lay the patient flat on their back with no pillows. Kneel next to their neck and shoulders. Place the heel of one hand on the center of the patient's chest. Place the heel of your other hand over the first and lace the fingers together. Keep your elbows straight and align your shoulders directly over your hands. Start chest compressions. You must press down 2 inches at a rate of 100 compressions per minute. Allow the chest to rise fully between compressions. This is hard work and you will get tired. This means you are doing it correctly.
The 911 telecommunicator will provide you with CPR instructions, but starting chest compressions as you are calling 911 will greatly increase the person's chance of survival. Join our first responder team by downloading the PulsePoint app for your smartphone. It is free, and in addition to bringing you alerts to cardiac events, they will let you know notifications on other major emergency events happening in Collier County.
Depending on the severity of the medical emergency, you could get law enforcement, fire, and EMS response.
Each component of the network plays an important role and may be required for the best results.
Our team is waiting for your 911 call. Help us save lives.
Hey guys, check this out.
Whoa. What are you doing? You can't take a gun to school.
It's just a fake.
But you can still get in a lot of trouble.
We hope you've enjoyed our program, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you for being our partner for a safe community.